Hmm. This was, oh. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. See Srila Prabhupada Upati Samrita. Question and answers. Is there no hope for well-being without service to the spiritual master? Srila Prabhupada says on this. No. How will that well-being occur without the help of one who has come to offer well-being? One who is the embodiment of well-being, the giver of well-being and the only shelter of jivas. The spiritual guide is the divine soul, a great soul sent by the Supreme Lord. How will we go to Vaikuntha without his shelter? Service and association. Service and association is question. The very mercy of the Spiritual Master is the root of all well-being. What efforts have we made for the attainment of that mercy, that we will get that mercy? So giving up my false ego, I offer my genuflection to the lotus feet of the Spiritual Master. I am the seer, I am the enjoyer. Obeisances mean the giving up of this ego. Means this ego, this understanding, I am the doer, I am the seer, I am the enjoyer, has to be surrendered, so it has to be given up. So there is a word, nama, in the mantra. I am the doer. This evil intelligence is eliminated by the very mercy of the Spiritual Master. I am a servant of the Supreme Lord. This pure ego arises out of the very mercy of the spiritual guide. All the material sulk, ego, and injustice, and bad justice, etc., are removed by means of his mercy and by the way of influence of his service. I was not having the idea to worship the lotus feet of Spiritual Master year after year. I came to know by the very mercy of the Guru that service to the lotus feet of the Spiritual Master is my only duty. Without following the blind person, following the lotus feet of the Spiritual Master with divine eyes. The very worship of his lotus feet is my only duty. I get the fortune of knowing by his very mercy that the Guru is my only friend, my only relative, my only protector. After having the vision of the lotus feet of the Spiritual Master, I do not have this intelligence. There's any duty on my part other than service to his lotus feet. While the Spiritual Master, the dearest servant and the most beloved associate of Supreme Lord, becomes kind upon me in order to save me from false ego and informs me of the service to the son of Nanda. Only then I come to know that there is no other duty of the jivas than the gratification of the senses of Krishna or God. There's no other well-being for the jivas. The son of Nanda is the only object of worship for the jivas. Life, ornament, and all. The Spiritual Master is the most beloved of the son of Nanda. So the service of that Spiritual Master cannot be done by an inexperienced hand like me, with body, mind, or speech, or by any other ingredients. Nevertheless, the Spiritual Master, the ocean of kindness, and the sea of affections empowers me by way of his own quality, and looks upon me with loving eyes. So much his kindness. If I can acquire his satisfaction, if there be good intelligence in me, that none is much near and dear one as he is in this world, then by means of his causeless hearty kindness, I will attain qualification to serve him. He will be satisfied by affection and loving service. The day he will have hearty mercy towards me, and he will be very satisfied with me, that very day I will be able to understand the ultimate well-being properly. Then nothing will appear great to me and good to me, save and accept the service of Guru and Krishna. That is why we shall aspire after that well-being to the Spiritual Master, that we may be able to accept that potency with which he empowers me. The kindness of the Spiritual Master knows no bounds. I, the unfortunate, cannot consider the Spiritual Master very great, by whose love Sri Krishna, the feature in himself and the ultimate reality, becomes subdued in love. Yet I have no capability to exhibit gratitude towards him for the mercy he has done to me. It is not possible to requite kindness for me. Yes, on this chapter, is there any question or any comments? Yes? He is not? If you have no qualification. He will make us qualified if we are sincere. If we make a show, I am a servant, you look how much and how much I chant and how much I try. But in reality, he is only thinking of, can I not see me how I am, how great I am, and what a big service I do, then we have a problem. then it cannot be accepted. But the Gurudev, he knows sometimes through Gurudev, Krishna is testing us. You're really sincere. So, to whom you want to serve? Yourself, or you are I am comfortable, I can enjoy, or I can take my position that nobody can see that I am actually, that I am the Guru. Something like this. This is these teachings, not necessarily that he has to speak it. Krishna, Guru, they speaking to the heart of this, and we can, when we become qualified, sincere, then we will make relation with the spiritual master. Otherwise, it is only relation in their mind. It means we think we are related. The mind tells us this and this, and we think, Krishna speaks to me, I should do this, I should have. All these things will be removed by the mercy of our spiritual master. He will clear it. Without your knowing, without your understanding, he may do this. As Krishna, everything is possible for him, God. And the spiritual master, what is the position of spiritual master? He is just a medium where the Lord is acting, because we need the deities in the material world, to worship Krishna. We must see a form, but in a more advanced state, we can see the form all the time, or we can see his presence. We are never separated from him. But this science we have not yet realized, because our world, our reality is in the external world. It is not the transcendental, the real world. It is a science. It seems complicated, but when we practice and become sincere, everything will be very clear to us and very simple. It is very natural. It is so simple. No problems. The mind is not talking all the time and forcing himself and telling us what to do. This is all these things will be understood when we are sincere, when we really want to know it. And Krishna knows what we really want. I give you 2% of my life for service, and 98% I need for my service too. He knows all these things. And Guru also knows. He knows perfectly. Did I answer this question? No. I don't know. I have to include some other points so that it gets a picture. Anything more to say? We are dependent. We are dependent. One who thinks he's independent, he is outside of the rules, or he is not, he can act outside of the guide of the spiritual master and the Lord. Then he is exactly as much in illusion than everyone who lives in this material world who thinks this is the reality. We have to understand these things. Even we chant Hare Krishna, we follow. We may not really understand anything because the motivation is wrong. False ego, I have name, fame, profit, I'm going for these things. Then you're disqualified. If you take a position like I am insignificant, I am depending on the mercy of my Govinda. If he is not caring, then I am nowhere. Better to die. So this, to this point, one has to come not just by saying, by reality. Then we will see, then Gurudev will appear in our heart. We will understand. Without him, I cannot do anything. This is how we can step by step go deeper and deeper and understand the world beyond this material. This madness, what's going on out there? They pick something out and make this the truth, One has to always see what is the source and what is the result. You cannot, in the middle, you cannot take how he's acting. What is the source? From where it comes, where it starts. When you know the source of everything, you understand everything. Everything will be known to us. But if you just analyze scientifically whatever may happen and give, like this pandemic, everybody speculates in 20, 30 years, they may have complete different vision to this whole thing. But now they say this is, everybody has to follow, everybody, they want to force us. They know because they are the knowers. But they're just taking a small part out of this. They have not understood why this, what is the source, why this is coming. Then they come to, it is somewhere in China. But this is not the source. This is just a gross understanding. We have to understand the law of action and reaction, the law of karma. Everything is very clear. And there's no, you can experience practically how this world is working. It's like children playing, you know. They do not know anything. Foolish. I don't know if this can be. Anyway, not many will hear this, and if they hear it, they will say, he's mad. This is no problem for me. And no problem for a devotee of Krishna. It's a problem for this person, perhaps. Because he's suffering from all these things. He is afraid of dying. Always in anxiety. Something will kill him. But he will die anyway. What is there? What is the bad thing or what is unnatural? He will die soon or later. And when he will die, it's not in your hands. It is fixed already. But we do like we can save society. If you die early, then okay, you come again. You start another. This is reincarnation, what we call. You come again and you continue where you have stopped. This is action and reaction. No innocent person comes to this material world. This is like a prison where we have to learn, but we don't want to learn. There are only a few who are trying to get in touch with this understanding. It is not something new. This is the oldest scriptures and the oldest knowledge. It is millions of years. It is given by the realized souls to the other realized souls. And it is still up to date, to these days. We are very fortunate to live and get in contact with such knowledge. So there's one question more. How will be the activity of non-duplicitous servitor of Guru? Srila Prabhupada answered like this: a non-hypocritical disciple will treat Guru as God and soul. This is very hard to digest for materialists. What is the meaning of this? That he is just one who has surrendered everything to God. He is non-different from him because he is acting according to God's will, or God acting through him. Krishna. And his manifestation of the Super Soul, Paramatma. Super Soul is one expansion of Supreme Lord who is present in all living beings, in the heart of all humans and animals and demigods and plants even. So if you have realized and you're speaking not with the body, you're speaking with the soul, then you will, this is as, as God would speak. If we can accept these things. It is not, it is very hard to accept from a materialistic person, even for devotees. But one has to come to this point where one sees no way out of this problem, material life, that one feels helpless. What can I do? My Lord, if you exist, please care for me. You are a master of everything. You are everything. Everything belongs to you. I am yours. But who can say this? Or who can act like this? This is another question. He will take Guru as the controller and soul, or the only object of love. So a non-hypocritical disciple will treat Guru as God and soul. He will take Guru as the controller and soul, or the only object of love. The Gurudev is my eternal Lord. I am his eternal servitor. This is the ego or consideration of a disciple. The very service to the spiritual master is his life, ornament, and entity. He does not know anything else other than Guru. In sleep, dream, taking food, devotional service, in all circumstances, he is full of anxiety for Gurudev. Total submission to Guru, like we experience every day. So he knows that Shri Gurudev, the beloved of Krishna, is the God independent. Whether Gurudev will accept the service of an unqualified person like me or not, but I will remain prepared to render earnest service to him by all means with body, mind, and words, without any duplicity. If he kicks me, I will know that this is my disqualification. But the Guru is true. No ephemeral object should keep me busy away from the service of Guru, or does not make me averse to the lotus feet of the realistic truth of spiritual master, even for a moment. The Gurudev may accept service from me out of mercy. I may not have any bad association. I may not be deprived from the lotus feet of the spiritual master. This is my only prayer. Although I am unfit, he gives more mercy to the unfit. This is my only hope. I will be more greedy to the service for the spiritual master with expectation of his causeless mercy. There's a question on this. It's quite intense, quite straightforward. It's not meant for everyone to hear. Congratulations. That you are tolerant for materialistic mind, for material. It is very, very uncomfortable. But if we get just a drop of the real mercy of Guru and Gauranga and Krishna, God, this will keep us alive, and this will make us, brings us in a situation where I get very sincere and I want to know more. I want to go deeper. But most of us, we have our border. Stop. And this, don't touch my private life. It's normal, but it's not something bad. I mean, it's bad, bad or good, it doesn't matter, you know. And it's our condition, state, where we are. So as long as we're thinking like this, we have something private. This is my private big wall around. Don't enter here. Yes, okay. We will not touch. We have free will. Love or devotion cannot be forced. And that is what we got. Every living being has his free will. He becomes conditioned when he is entering the material world. When you are materialistic people, when you show them some enjoyment, what is to enjoy, they can have free will, but in one sense, but in another sense they don't have, because they are attached to this and material world and the object of enjoyment becomes so strong that we are losing our free will, we are forced. We are getting addicted to this mood of enjoyment. We forgot that who is the real enjoyment. Everything is made for himself. The Lord created everything for his enjoyment. And now we want to steal it from him. Okay? You can do, but then don't blame anyone when things happen. Those are not very nice. You go you watch your life. We are running in a material world. We are running over for enjoyment. But if you add it in old age, how much you really enjoyed. It was only in the mind all the time, you know, I want to enjoy. When reality comes, you know, then you get, but there is some pleasure there. But this is not real pleasure. This is not real happiness. This is what we are experiencing in this world. It is not meant for these things. And there is no happy end. Because one day we have to go and leave all these attachments and we start again in a new body, in a new universe perhaps, or in a new, wherever we may be sent according to our activities we perform. If you want to go to heavenly planet, don't think this is so easy to go there. You have to, this enjoyment there is only on a subtle level. Don't think they have sex day and night there. Because some think when they go there, then there's all this what we animal-like desires get fulfilled in heaven. Actually, this is hell. You will be a dog or you will be a monkey or a pigeon. Yeah, you can have all this desire fulfilled, and you have to fight for it. It's material disease. Anything is not what is. You cannot agree. Please. If they say nonsense, I don't know. May not remember properly. How material life is working. And we may close here. You might think chant the name becomes serious. This topic can save our life eternally. You're not a different person when you are leaving this body. You're leaving just an old rotten body. Or young, doesn't matter. But you are not dying. You have to understand. So we should not leave just for the satisfaction of this our bodily desires, to fulfill them, or your mental world. You become the king and you go to heaven to enjoy. This is material world. And, unfortunately, religion today is hardly understanding what is life. Hardly. They do not understand who is who I am. We are all spiritual souls, Jivatma. And we leave this world and we are the same person when you go, but without body. If you have too much desire to enjoy, your mind you can take with you. You will get troubles. And unfortunately, you have too much desire, you come again. It's logic. Otherwise, why they are coming as well? It's full of living beings. You must go to the source where it starts. When I experience bad things in my life, I have done bad things in the past. This action and reaction, it's a law in this material nature. Why they not, scientists not going on and finding out these things? But they cannot accept because it is beyond their vision. If they cannot see it with their microscope or with their, what is called, they look at the telescope. Then it's not existing or may exist or not. Speculation. Those material science, they have not understand. Their science goes far, far beyond there. And they have to find out the source, why these things exist at all, why we are planet Earth or universe exists, for what reason. Why I have to take birth here? Why poor people and others in rich families? Why is this happen? Yeah, what answer they can give? But it is very simple. If you are a thief, and if you are a criminal, even in this world, they put you in prison. You have to. And material nature is similarly. This is a law, action and reaction. Even Einstein, he understood this perfectly, or not perfectly, but he was reading Bhagavad Gita and he said, according to what it is stated he said, and all books and all science get lost on this planet. The only Bhagavad Gita may remain. Then there's nothing lost. Because everything is there. All the knowledge we have to understand is there. How to act in this world when we have to come here. It is not because God has done it. We are the source. We wanted. We wanted to enjoy separately from God. So, okay, you can do, you have free will. Now we are here. And we are running for this enjoyment. And we'll hardly find it. But there's a nice offer they give in the newspapers, the Lignano for €250. And on the other side, 800 people died in a war. What a madness. But they think they cannot. Already they touch a calf and say, it's so sweet animal, or livestock. And then they go to the restaurant and then they eat them. Is this not a schizophrenic? What they think, what is life? They do not understand. What they expect as a reaction of their lifestyle. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Sri Gurudeva ki jai, Jai Guru Premanand.